Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to have a quick introduction to Maya. Maya is a software where we create 3D objects and we can animate them, and objects are maybe the props or characters. So we have some tools over here so that we can create models, 3D models, and we can make taxes, put taxes on it, and we can put some bones for making deformations so that it can be animated. So some tools menus are here, and we can see over here like um some file menu, edit and modify, mesh, and so on. So uh, for the purpose of modeling, uh, here you can see we have mesh, edit mesh, and so on. As we change the menu rigging, we have selected accordingly, and animation and FX and rendering. So here you can see the menus. Main menu is there, but some menus accordingly change. We have file menu, saving, open, and do undo, and these are the selection tools. These are the component which we can use just to filter, snapping tool, rendering tools, and here we have the shelf. In the shelf we can see the poly modeling, and mesh is also a poly modeling tool menu. Here we see more options, and in the shelf we see the poly modeling. Some very important, yeah. As you see in the create menu, we have all these primitives, icons creation, curves and surfaces are also in the modeling tools. We have over here in the modeling menus, loft, planar, and so on. So as we change the tabs, shelf tabs, we switch over to the different types of tools over here, like rigging, sculpting, animation, rigging, animation, and here we can switch uh, back to animation, and we can see some tool sets over here in the main menu, as we have shortcuts, shelf. So here I have another shelf which I created for myself, and this is the shortcut shelf I created for my frequent use tools. In the custom I also put some tools, and I can create on my own, and you can even create your own shelf by using this menu. Like from here you can add a new shelf and give it a name, whatever you want, and you can put some shortcut tools over here just by selecting them from the menu and press shift and control plus click on it, and you can add the shelf. So this is the way you can create a shortcut tools shelf for your frequent use tools. Here we have some more options you can add on, and so on. So here we have selection tools, and whatever you create in your viewport, uh, like this, we have created box, or these are the primitives, modeling primitives, polygon modeling primitives we use to start up your modeling process, whatever you like to create. So these can be used. Now we come over here in the viewport, and you can see by pressing F key you can focus on the object, and by pressing Alt and left mouse key you can rotate around the object. You can see these are the navigation tools, and pressing holding Alt key, you can press left or right mouse button, and you can go back and forth like this, uh, holding the Alt key, and and holding middle mouse button you can pan around the object. So these are the navigation tools which we use to navigate around the object. You can use them to see and look closely the objects. Now you can select the object by this tool. This is the lasso tool. You can use and draw a line around to select the object. This is the paint tool which we used to select the component inside the object. Like this, use this paint tool. Clicking on it, you can select component, and you can navigate around. And now we go back the object mode like this, and now you can have components over here like vertex at the point, edge, face. So you use them to edit the shape of the object. You can deform the shape of the object or anything. Yeah, like this. You can edit the shape, and you use the basic move, rotate, and scale tool to move the component and object as well. Here, like this, you can move the component. Vertex is like a point connecting two edges or more. So for component level and object level, we use these tools: move, rotate, and scale tool. This is the face component, and by selecting the face component, you can also move and go around. And here we can go with the object mode. You can move the whole object, and in the component mode, you only move the component what you select. So here we have different types of move, selection tool, transform tools. They are really called transform tools, and this is rotate, this scale. They are selecting tools, selection tools, and also transformation tools. This is the last tool which you select. Here we have our menu, shelf. Lastly, this is the edge line loop tool, and which creates edge line, add edge line in your object, and you can also move this by selecting this component. So here you can see you have added this component, and you are also moving this using move tool, which is called transform tool. So we have different types of primitives. This was the box we used here, and just to transform and move its here are the channels which we can see. This is the channel box and layer editor here. Here we can see the values where the object is placed in the 3D world. So we can alter the position like this, and we can alter the position by moving it the direction what is desired, the x-axis, y-axis, or z-axis. We can even rotate them here like this and this, and vice versa. If you put the values in the channel, it will always correspond to the movement what you give. Here we have all the translate and rotate and scale values what we have given. We can put them again to zero to zero out the position of this object, and also with the rotations as well. So now we come back to the original position what it was initially, at the point where it was, and here we can see the more options over here, channel editor, and then we have uh, this show and hide. The tool setting over here, we double click and get the tool setting, and we have these tool settings in this panel. Okay, we can switch to the attribute editor, which has some more details over here. We will see in the future projects, and here it is. And this is all. This also has material property as well. So here is a tab. Maya is a node base, so we see all the nodes over here, and here we see character panel. You will see in the future projects as we create character. Here is another toolkit, this advanced modeling toolkit, which we use separately as well, and we usually use this channel box so that we can manage its position as well. Here we have some layer options. We can put an object we have selected in a layer, and we can turn off its visibility, and we can put it on a template form like this. This is in a template form. We can only see its gray lines. We cannot select by dragging on it, and also this is the reference, R for reference. So when reference is on, we can only see the object. We cannot move it or make changes. And here we have inputs. So inputs are the history of the object when it was created. So we can change the history. We can change and manipulate the history. This is the modification we did, split ring, so we can adjust it, and we can later on use this panel after applying it. So this is added in the history. So later on we will discuss more about these inputs in our class, and while modeling any products or any character. And this is a timeline which we use to animate. When we press S key, we can create a key, animation key on it, and reduce this slider to reduce the timing frame, like putting 100 over here. Now we have 100 frames. We can put another key over here. We move it a little bit forward, and now we press S key to put a key on it. You can see over here this turns red, and now you can see we have the animation, a simple animation we have created, and this is just the movement, and we can have this playback over here. So you can make a loop animation like this. This is the script editor. Whatever you do, whatever you create, it comes in the history of it. So it creates a script and a script editor. Here we have preferences which we can set, which we can edit, and here we can see centimeter, degree, frames, like we can change them, and the values we want. These are the default values. Undo levels, we have undo levels infinite, undo levels turn on. Save the preferences like this. So this is just a brief and a quick uh, introduction to Maya, and later on in our projects you will see more details about it. Thanks for watching.